Namaste student. Today we are going to start a new chapter, that is integer class 6. So what is integer here? Already we have familiar with a natural number that is starting with the 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. And the whole number is starting with the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. Now if we take minus symbol with a natural number like -1, -2, -3, -4 and so on. And if we collect these all, then the whole set we call integer. So here integer divide into two part. One is negative integer. Okay, these are your negative integer. Another is positive, no, non-negative integer. Non-negative integer. Why not positive integer? Because in non-negative integer it starts with the 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. That means it is a whole number, and this whole number break into two part. One is 0 and another is positive integer, which start from 1, 2, 3 and so on, and in this only 0. So this positive integer have a special name, that is your whole number, and this is your negative integer, which start from -1, -2, -3 and so on. That means if we'll represent this one on number line, if we'll take it here like this line, so here you will get 0 and this side 1, 2, 3, 4 like this. And if we'll go this beyond your 0, this side, left hand side, so what you can see, -1, -2, -3, -4, this type of number. So whole collection of this type of number we call integer. Okay, now so here we have presentation. You can see that non-negative integer, that is a whole number starting with the 0, 1, 2, 3, and the positive integer, that is a natural number 1, 2, 3, and negative integer start with a -1. And now we will compare here the way we have already seen. What will we have seen? We have seen that if we take positive numbers, then if you can easily say that, sir, 5 is greater than 3. But what about the negative integer? You know, in negative integer, the number which is smaller, they are bigger in what? In comparing. That means if you'll see here 5 is greater than 3, that means if you'll take here minus symbol, then your 5 is smaller than -3. Why? The number which is close to your 0, that will be bigger as compared to the number which are far away from your 0. Like see here, -1 is closer to 0, so -1 is bigger than your -2, -2 is bigger than -3, -3 is bigger than -4. Now if I'll give you -24 and there's a box and -25, so which is bigger? Yes, -24 is bigger. And if I'll give you 24 and 25, which is bigger? 25, because it is positive. So if we'll compare here, we have, you can see here, so 5, you can see here this presentation, positive integer and the negative integer, that is 15 is greater than 12, but the -15 is smaller than -12. Here 143 is greater than 120, but if we'll take here -143, which is smaller than your -120, that means -120 is bigger in number. So here the negative symbol changes the rule. Remember, don't get confused that if minus symbol is there, -5, it will be bigger in number. No, it is not like that. You're smaller the negative, bigger in number. Okay, so remember this one, minus is. So if anyone will ask you the largest negative integer, your answer, largest negative integer. So largest negative integer equals to -1. Smallest whole number, that is 0. Smallest natural number is 1. If anyone asks you largest positive integer, we cannot define. See here, positive integer never end, it will continue. So your answer will be not defined. And the smallest negative integer, not defined. Remember, largest positive integer and the smallest positive, not positive, negative integer, both not defined, because they will never end this side. So it's very important, very much important. Okay, now we'll enter into the representation of integer on number line. So this is your number line, this is your number line. If I'll ask you to represent the -5 on number line, how are you going to represent? Take your 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this is your negative 0. So this is your presentation, and take 1 to this side. So this is a representation of -5 on number line. Remember here the gap should be equal. Keep the gap equal, maintain the equal gap, and use ruler, okay, to represent the number on number line. So here if it will give you that 5 more than 3, 5 more than 3, 5 more than 3, that means here if we go here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and this side -1, -2. Now 5 more than 3, go over here 3 and need more 5, that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is your answer. Okay, if I'll give here 3 more than 5, if I'll give this one, then we'll see here the presentation. This is, see here, that is 3 more than 5, that is 3 more than 5. Your answer will remain same 5, you will get the answer 5, but the presentation, look at here, 3 more than 5, the presentation 5, then 6, 7, 8, starting from 5. And if we get presentation 5 more than 3, look at the presentation 3, starting from 3, but result will give you 8. So both presentation differ, remember, but result give you 8. So it's very much important, do not get confused here. Next, 4 more than -1. So -1, here you are in -1, 4 ज़्यादा, मतलब 4 ज़्यादा होना चाहिए, 1, 2, 3, 4. So your answer is 3. So you will write here 4 more than -1 is 3. Now 5 less than -3, 5 less than -3. So here -3 you are. Now 5 less than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So -8 will be your answer. I will go for the 4 less than 2. So here you are now starting from here 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. You are getting -2. Your answer will be -2. Now the next part, that is absolute value. So what is absolute value? Say absolute value means whatever number would be there in integer, if we'll take the absolute value, that will give you positive symbol. That means if I'll take here -5, and if I'll ask you the absolute value of -5, then we'll represent here -5 as like this. So we'll write here absolute value of -5 equals to this, and this will give you 5. If I'll take 5, then absolute value of 5 will be what? 5. For positive it will never change, but for negative it will give you positive. So here we have definition for your absolute value. So here the definition, you can see here, the absolute value of an integer is the numerical value of the integer regardless of its sign. So we'll not see the sign, it should be positive. Okay, numerical value, that means 3, we'll take 3, -3 is here, we'll take 3 only, 4, 4, -4, 4 we'll take, -21 will give you 21, -36 will give you 36. Now if we look at the problem, we have a few problems related to your exercise. Sometime you may get like this, like 4 minus 3. So first you solve it, 4 minus 3. See, these are the symbol for absolute value. So we'll take here 4 minus 3. First you solve it, 1 we are getting. So we'll take here minus, not minus, 1. Now if it will give you like this, minus, and there will be -4. So how are you going to solve? So here minus you are getting, keep your minus, and minus will give you positive. So we'll get here positive. So your answer is -4. But if I'll give you -4, absolute value -4, you will get only 4. But this is outside minus, it is not inside. So your answer will be -4. Now if I'll take another problem like 4 minus and absolute value of -3, like this problem if I'll take, we know that 4 will remain 4, minus symbol will remain minus, and this -3 will give you +3. So now 4 minus 3 will give you 1. Your answer will be 1. You need to solve like that. So here we have few problem. So you need to solve it. For practice, you can see here, find the value of -9, -37, 0. So absolute value of 0 is 0 only. Do not write minus symbol or plus symbol. No need to write. We'll get 0 only, because 0 is neither positive nor negative. Okay. So here we have the few problem. You need to solve it and submit it when school will reopen. Okay. Now next problem, write all the integer between -7 and 5. So how many integers are there between -5 and -7? So if we take the number line and if we go with 0 here, to -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, -7. So how many integer is there? Only one. So your answer will be -6. Remember here. So we'll write here the integer between -7 and -5 is minus 6. Okay, write 5 negative integer greater than minus 7. So you need to write 5 negative integer greater than minus 7. So minus 7, so greater means 6 negative integers. They are asking negative. So minus 6, minus 5, minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, and minus how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we need 5 only, any 5. So your wish, you take any 5 of them and it will be your answer. They are greater. Now if it will ask you like that 5 negative integer less than minus 20, 20 से छोटा, minus 20 से, तो बहुत कोई सोचता है सर minus 19. No, minus 19 is greater. Remember, I have already discussed here, the number which is smaller, that is bigger inside. So here minus 20 smaller, so your answer will be minus 21, minus 22, minus 23, minus 24, and the minus 25. You can take any 5. You can go beyond that one. Minus 100 also. Minus 100 is also smaller than minus 20. No need to take this 5 only. They are not asking that successive 5 negative integer less than your minus 20. They are asking any 5. So you take any 5. But generally we take very close number. So your answer would be this, or you can take your own. Okay. But here you don't have any extra choice because they are asking negative 5 and you have only 6 negative integer here. Out of that 6, you can take any 5. Okay. Now next problem, if you enter into that is using the number line, write the integer which is 4 more than 6. So already right now I have discussed. If you have a doubt, push the video or go the backward and find that portion. Okay, and indicate here. Indicate the following using plus or minus sign. So how are you going to represent this one? Here we need to use a plus or minus sign. So here gain means बढ़ रहा है, तो here you how to represent here plus rupees 600. For this one decrease, so minus 9. For this one below means this side, so we'll take minus 3 kilometer. And for the withdraw we are taking out money, so we'll take minus rupees 300. If it is deposit, we'll take plus 300. Okay, if it is above sea level, we'll take plus 3 kilometer. So this way we will going to represent this type of problem. I hope it is clear to all of you. Thank you.